Hello, Mike from Rooftops LLC. This is Joel from JND SEO. We spoke briefly on the phone today, and I told you I'd send you this video over. So I'm going to show you 3 ways that you can beat your competition online. And I don't want to waste your time. I don't want to waste mine, so I'm going to make this as quick as possible. If at the end of the video you want to hear more information, no problem. Let's set up a 10-minute phone call. If you don't want to hear any more information, no problem. Take the free tips and strategies I'm going to give you. You can apply them to your site, and you're going to see some difference there being made. First thing we're going to talk about today is content. So I'm on your home page. What I'm really looking for is 1,500 words of content, or as close to that as possible. And I'm seeing your testimonials. What I'm really seeing is you guys probably have under 100, or maybe right around that. And to be honest, 99.9% of companies don't have the 1,500, but that's what sets you apart. It also helps you out with the Google algorithm. And also, the more content and words you have on your page, the more keywords and keyword phrases you can put into your page. So I've put in a keyword phrase here as an example: roofing Boston MA. This is also what a new customer would put into a search if they were looking for a roofer in their area. And on any Google search you do, you're going to see these ads coming up. These are the Google guaranteed. They will give you stronger results than the older ads. And then the next thing you're going to see is this map section, right? And on here, you're going to see the top 3 companies show up in this little preview screen. And this is based on citations, which is just when you get your business name, address, phone number listed together into a directory site like Yelp, Yellow Pages, Home Advisor, just to name a few. After that, we're going to see the organic section. This is where the companies start showing up with their websites. And just so we're pretty clear, and we'll talk about this later as well a little bit more, 10 results show up per page. So if you want to be on the first page for any keyword or key term search, you're going to have to rank in the top 10. And to be honest, if you're ranking outside the top 10, you're not getting the visitors from that search term. So if we were ranking this, right? Ranking this term, roofing Boston MA. Number 1 would be Olin Roofing. Number 2 would be roofing Boston MA. Number 3 would be Yelp. Number 4 would be Greater Boston Roofing. We could keep going, but for the sake of time, I'm going to move on. I took your website, rooftopsllc.com, and plugged it into a program that I use called Ahrefs. This kind of allows me to analyze the site and see how it's doing. And I see right off the top, you do have a header on your page, so that's really good. That's a way to put in some more keywords, or you can just go ahead and get your name in there one more time. And your name can function as a keyword as well, of course. So if you're thinking of the internet as just a popularity contest, which is probably the easiest analogy, you guys right now have 2 referring domains. And what that means is there's 2 websites online that are sending you links back to your page. So on these pages or websites, there's a link, and if someone clicks it, it brings them to your website. So right now, these 2 are sending you those 2 backlinks. Now, right now, you guys do have 0 keywords, and that's what we put into Google for our search, such as roofing Boston MA. And this is what really is going to bring you the visitors and views. So unfortunately, since you guys don't have any keywords, that means you do not have any visitors to your page. And this is on a monthly average as well. This is not just like a per day or week or anything. This is on a monthly basis. So I would show you the keywords, but since you guys don't have any to show, I'm going to jump over to one of your competitors as an example. So I took Olin Roofing. They have a lot more content on their page. They don't quite have 1,500. I'd say they probably have under 1,000. Probably be somewhere between the 700 to 800 mark. But what I want to do is I'm going to plug them into Ahrefs as well and give you just an example. They have 128 referring domains or websites that are sending them back 405 links to their page. They have over 2,100 keywords they can be found for in Google searches or other search engines. And that's driving them 1,100 visitors to their page every single month, right? So let's take a look at their keywords, and we'll be able to see the difference here. I'll be able to show you guys a few keywords. First thing we're going to find, and most companies will have this, is their own name. So you see this is spelled correctly, O with the apostrophe, Lin Roofing. This one down here is not. Sometimes you'll actually see where the ones with typos will rank higher than the actual spelling. It shows how many people search it, really. So Olin Roofing, the correct way, 300 people do search it every month. They're in the first position. So we talked about top 10, make the first page, 10 per page, right? So that's where you want to be, top 10 for all of your keywords. After that, get in the top 5. That's where you're really going to start to get the visitors. And if you can get in the top 3, then you'll really probably double what you'd see in the top 5. So they're number 1, which is really the best you could ask for. Then they have some, and if you have your own name, people are searching it, they know who you are, right? That's going to be your referrals. People maybe saw your sign, maybe a neighbor threw out their name or your name, and it could be repeat customers as well. If you put in a phrase like this, however, this is going to bring you new customers. Roofing, Framingham, MA. And this is a good one. 150 people do search it. As you guessed, probably Olin is number 1 for that one. They've also got number 1 for Boston Roofer, Roofing Boston MA, Roof Boston, the number 2. So you can see the theme here, 1, 2, mostly 1s with a few 2s. That's just going to get them an incredible amount of traffic. You can see the volume here of how many people search it, 300, 150, 150, 250. It just goes on. They're going to get not all of that, but a pretty good chunk. So all I want you to do is just imagine, right? If you had 1,000 visitors to your page, right now you don't have any, but if you had 1,000 or 1,100, how would that change your business, right? Imagine 1,000 times it going on here right now. How many of those result in calls? We know it's probably, more than 50%, but even if it was 500, but let's just say it's 100 calls per month. How many of those are estimates? How many of those estimates will turn into jobs for you, right? And that's where the value of this really is. All right, guys, thank you for watching. I don't want to take any more time. All I do ask is that I will just give you a call probably tomorrow, and I'm just going to ask you what you thought of the video. I just want a little feedback. Thank you for watching, guys, and I look forward to hearing from you.